Hello everyone, myself Sampriti Manjunath here. In today's lesson, we will be learning about control statements in C. They are break, continue and go to statements. And also we will be learning about infinite loops. In the previous lesson about loops, we have learned how to make a code block run more than once using different loop structures. But what if you want to stop the loop at specific conditions, or you want to skip the body of the loop for a specific condition? Break and continue statements helps you to achieve them. Break statement is also used with switch statements. In this lesson, let's look into break and continue statements in detail along with go to statements. The break statement in C programming has the following three usages. When a break statement is encountered inside a loop, the loop is immediately terminated and the program control resumes at the next statement following the loop. It is also used to terminate a case in a switch statement. In nested loops, when break statement is used, it will stop the execution of the innermost loop and start executing the next line of code after the innermost loop block. So this is the flowchart of the break statement. When the condition is tested for true or false, if the condition is true, it goes back to executing the conditional code statement. If it is false, it comes out of the loop and executes the next statement after the loop. But if break statement is encountered inside the conditional code statement block, then it just comes out of the loop without waiting for the test condition to be false and executes the next statement after the loop. So this is how break statement is encountered in while and for loop. When break statement is encountered inside the loop, without waiting for condition to be false, it just comes out of the loop here. See, even in for loop, it just comes out of the loop, terminating the loop and starts executing from the next statement after the loop. Now we'll look into an example. Int a is equal to 10 is the declaration. Our condition is while a is less than 20. So while a is less than 20, we'll be printing the value of a, incrementing. But we also have a condition to check if a is greater than 15, break, that is terminate this loop using break statement. So see, first is 10, 10 is less than 20, value of a will be printing, increment it. So this will go on till 15. So when value of a is 15 is printed and will be incrementing the value of a, it will become 16. So a is 16 now. And again we are checking the condition like every step, but 16 is greater than 15 unlike previous steps. So according to the condition, if a is greater than 15, we have to terminate the loop using break statement. So since 16 is greater than 15, we will come out of this whole loop and we will be getting the output only till 15, 10 to 15, since after 15 all the values have to be terminated because of this condition. Now we'll learn about continue. In the previous section, we have seen that how to use break statement to exit the loop on particular condition. Now let's see how to skip a particular cycle of a loop. We can use continue statement inside a loop block for this purpose. Continue statement does not terminate the loop. It just skips the remaining statements in the body of the loop for the current pass and next pass is started. To use continue, you just have to use the keyword continue followed by a semicolon in this manner. So one thing we have to note is that in the for loop, continue statement causes the conditional test and increment portions of the loop to execute. But if we use continue in while and do while loops, continue statement causes a program control to pass to the conditional test. So the thing is that in for loop, if we use continue, we saw in the syntax of for loop that we have initialization, condition and increment, that is update part. So in the for loop, if we use continue, it causes the condition part and the update or increment part to execute. But if we use continue in while and do while loops, continue statement causes the program control to pass to the condition part. This is the flowchart for the continue statement. See, condition is being checked for true or false. If condition is true, it goes back to executing the conditional code or statements. If condition is false, it goes back to the next statement following the loop. So if continue statement is encountered inside the conditional code or statement, then it just skips the remaining part and goes back to checking the condition, and next the other process and the following steps will be continued. So if continue is encountered in a while loop, as we saw here, it goes back to pass to the condition part. So see, continue is encountered here, so it's again going back to check the conditions, because when continue is encountered here, it skips the remaining part and goes back again to check the conditions. But if continue is also encountered in for loop, it also skips the remaining part and just goes back to check the condition part and increment portions of the loop to execute. We'll go through an example now. Int a is equal to 15 is our declaration. So if a is equal to 17, a is equal to a plus 1, increment, continue. This is our condition. So this statement will be executed while a less than 20 is a condition which will be checking. So inside do, if a is equal to 17, we'll be incrementing, then continue. Continue means it will skip the next part, then printf, value of a will be printed. So now first our int a is equal to 15. So check if a is equal to 17. No. So no need this part. Just print value of a 15, increment. Now it is 16. If a is equal to 16, no. So just print value of a, then increment it. So now come again here. If a is equal to 17, yes, a is equal to 17. So just increment it. So now a is 18. Then continue. Continue means it won't come here. So it won't be printing value of a is 17. It just skips that. And now value of a is 18, right? So it just prints value of a is 18, increment it to 19, and so the process continues. Since a should be less than 20, only till 19 the value is printed. We had written here if a is equal to 17, just increment it and skip the value of a is equal to 17 part because of this continue. So value of a is equal to 18 will be printed, and next the process will be continued. Now we learn about goto statements. A goto statement in C programming provides unconditional jump from the goto to a label statement in the same function. But one thing you have to note is use of goto statement is highly discouraged in any programming language because it makes it difficult to trace the control flow of the program, making the program hard to understand and hard to modify. So programmers usually discourage the use of goto statements in any program language. So this is the syntax of the goto statement. Here label can be any plain text except the C keywords. So this is important. We shouldn't use any C keyword for the label here. It can be set anywhere in the C program. Maybe it may be below the goto statement or above the goto statement. So this is an example for goto statement here. See, int a is equal to 15. We have set our label for the do here, do statement in do while loop. Again we are checking for the same condition. If a is equal to 17, just increment it and go back to the loop. In previous example what we had done, continue. So instead of that we are using go to loop here. So it will just simply increment and go back to the loop again to start execution. So we'll start from the first. Int a is equal to 15. So check if a is equal to 17. It is not. So just print value of a, increment it. So value of a is 15, incremented to 16. A is not 16. Sorry, a is not 17. It's just 16. So print value of a as 16, increment it to 17. So now a is equal to 17. So increment it to 18 and go back to loop again. So check if a is equal to 17. No, it is 18, right? So just print value of a as 18, increment it to 19, and again print value of a as 19, increment. So we have to check the condition every time. Remember, do while, after execution of do part, we will always be checking the while condition. Till now, always the a was less than 20. But now after increment, it is 20, but 20 is not less than 20. So come out of the loop, and this is our output for the do while example. So So this is our go-to statement. So now we'll study about infinite loop. A loop becomes infinite loop if a condition never becomes false. So we saw in the previous loop examples that the condition is true, then the loop is executing. At some point of time the condition becomes false and the loop terminates. But if the condition never becomes false, the loop becomes an infinite loop. The for loop is traditionally used for this purpose. But since none of the three expressions, that is condition, initialization and update, that form the for loop are required, you can make an endless loop by leaving the conditional expression empty. But how to avoid infinite loop? If you encounter an infinite loop, how do you come out of it? So to stop, you have to break the endless loop, which can be done by pressing Ctrl C. And note that in Turbo C, we have to use control break to come out of the infinite loop. But that isn't the way you want your programs to work, right? Instead, an exit condition must be defined for the loop, which is where the break keyword comes into play. So it's better you put your break statement in play in your programs. So use break control statement in the program always for safety reason, so that you don't encounter infinite loop. So now we'll see an example here. So this is how an infinite loop is. Just with 2 semicolons in for loop, this is an infinite loop. So printf, this loop will run forever. This is the statement. But since this is an infinite loop, this will just run in intervals. It will never stop. So this loop will run forever statement will keep on printing continuously. So to come out of the infinite loop, as I said before, you have to press Ctrl C or Control break in Turbo C. So now in this program, char ch and put as, that will be printing typing program, and again put as type away, press the symbol to quit. So these two statements will be printed, and in infinite loop ch is equal to get char. It will be taking one character as the input. Then we have initialized something. If character is equal to this symbol, then break. So what this means that these print statements will keep on running in infinite loops until we press this symbol. So if you want to come out of the infinite loop, then press the symbol. It will just come out of the loop from the execution. So it's better we use break in a program sometimes to avoid going into infinite loops. Thank you everyone.